Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be giving you my honest experience when it comes to building a software company. So we're super close to launching it. A bit of a backstory in case you don't know what I'm building. It's called Fusion AI, and it's the world's first all-in-one AI content tool. So essentially what it's done is it's centralized everything you would ever need for content, from editing, scripting, competitor analysis, content performance, and a few other things. It's essentially centralized it all into one. And when it comes to my experience building it, honestly, I'm like I've become very obsessed with it, and I'm super obsessed doing it. So right now I have two developers who are currently building it because I don't have a clue how to code. But I've been learning, so I'm getting pretty nice. I've especially been focusing on like the UI stuff myself, and it's really hard. I'm going to be totally honest because you have to really fine tune everything and get it all sorted. And really, the next struggle, what we've been finding, and I'll actually share my screen in a second to kind of walk you through the progress of what we've made. And this really is going to come down to the AI editor. The reason behind it is there's so many different moving parts to it. So first and foremost, you upload your video, our AI transcribes it and auto generates captions for you. Okay. But then obviously you need to think about all the different caption styles you need, the ability to move it up and down the screen. There's just so many different moving components. And it's funny actually because when we were building out the scope, a lot of the stuff we actually didn't realize would take this long. And this is why it's kind of taken so much longer than we thought it would. So it's really comes down to like these things you wouldn't necessarily think about, which had taken a while. Another thing, which is a really great learning for me, is making sure it is easy to use. Because obviously, this is my first ever software. Before this, I was running an agency. I mean, we were doing well, we were scaling it. The only reason I actually moved to the software is because, I always see 5, 10 years down the line, and what I was doing is going to be completely commoditized. AI is going to be replacing graphic designers, editors. Well, you even see it now with graphic designers. Why not pay a graphic designer when you can get a $20 ChatGPT subscription and it can probably do something for you even better and a lot quicker? So that's the reason why we've done it. But of course, with that, I'm basically starting from ground zero. The only benefit is I have some capital to invest from this, and it's really understanding user program processes and how things work. So it's been really interesting learning that, but it's been really hard because I would say you definitely underestimate the time something's going to take. So as an example, today I was just building out the dashboard, the front dashboard. We've had at this point maybe 3 iterations of it, and to even get a few buttons sorted, that's taken me 3 hours. It may just be because I'm not the best at coding yet. It may actually take someone good like 25, 30 minutes, but still, it takes a very long time. And you also need to consider kind of like how things work, the different moving parts. So it's really interesting. And that's kind of my experience so far when it comes to building it is you need to you need to understand things aren't quick. Things aren't like running an agency. I could tell my team to go sort this out. It would be done by the afternoon. With this, it's completely different. You need to extend your time horizon by maybe 3 to 6 months. So it's pretty crazy, but of course, you reap greater benefits with it. So that's one of the biggest learnings I've taken away, the time something takes and how it's often a lot more difficult to figure out. And then after that, I would also say, and I don't know if this is just me because I have like OCD when it comes to things. It needs to be perfect. But I'm also always coming out with new ideas. So I'm always thinking, like when we're about to launch, hold on, wouldn't this be cool to add? And it's letting go and being like, no, we just need to get it out there as a proof of concept. I have got better with it now. We haven't added anything. We're just fine tuning everything else. But near the start, I was constantly like, let's add this, let's add this, let's add this. And it wasn't in the product scope. So it's a very good skill to learn. Stick to the product scope. Try and get it out as fast as possible. I mean, we've done this pretty fast. We've done it in 6 months, and if you kind of think about it, we've built 3 different softwares and combined them into one. Well, main softwares anyway. So competitor analysis, script writer, and editor, and we've combined it into one. So I still do think we have moved pretty quick, but of course, you still need to have the ability to move faster and be a lot more adaptive. So that's another thing I would say I've learned. But altogether, I'm pretty blessed because from my agency, I still have the money. We still actually have some clients, and I still have employees. So who are actually probably dedicating a higher percentage of their time to the software than the agency, because we're not really running any marketing. We're just still serving existing clients. So they're still able to help me a lot. So this is how we're still able to pump out so much content promoting Fusion AI before launch. You know, we actually got our first ever semi-viral video the other day, which is pretty good. How we're still able to do all the tracking processes, set everything up. So of course that's an amazing thing, but it's a very long road ahead of us, and I'm very excited for this, just to continuously just flog it. But I've kind of been ranting for a long time, so let me actually just show you the software, show you the progress we've made, and yeah. Okay, so we're now onto the software. Cameras here, laptops here. So if I'm keep moving around, it is what it is. But let me walk you through it. So this is the dashboard. Basically, what I've really tried to do when it comes to the dashboard is keep it as simplistic as possible. So as you can see here, we have our 3 key features. So AI Script Engine, Competitor Hub, and AI Smart Editor. We then have some tutorials on how to use it. We haven't yet finished it yet, so obviously these are just placeholders. And then we have the ability for someone to join our affiliate program, which I'm going to make a whole separate video on that because that's crazy. We're giving away starting 45% passive affiliate commission to anyone, and it's just constantly expanding. So, like our top affiliates who are realistically going to be doing like 50 to 100K a month. And I know that sounds crazy, but I have a vision, trust me. We're probably going to give them like maybe, I don't want to quote anything yet, but I was thinking like up to 60%. So still a very good amount. Then we have settings. So our plan when it comes to dashboard later on is to be able to show like past videos and scripts you've been working on, but it's actually going to take quite a while for us to code. So just so we can kind of get it out and then we can do a slight update on it. We're just going to be doing this. Awesome. So let's start with the AI Script Engine. So as you can see here, some UI changes do need to be made. I'm not particularly too much of a fan how high up this is, so we do need to move it down. And this is going to be a repeated theme of what you're going to see throughout this video. Is there's still a lot of changes that need to be made. However, like pretty much the flows and everything are done. It's now just refining it and making it a lot more smooth. So as you can see, we have short form content, long form content, and general copy. They all have the same interfaces, but we've just prompted the AI differently. So I'll just show you the short form content script to start with, okay? So as you can see, we're on it straight away, video research, and trust me, this is so cool. No one else has this as well, which goes to show how good our scripter is. So what you can do is you have YouTube videos, TikTok, and Instagram videos, okay? You can paste in any YouTube video, TikTok, Instagram video, whatever you want, and then you're able to summarize it. The reason these videos are coming up here on YouTube, and I'll show you in a second, is because of our competitor analysis, which is for YouTube. You can see a bunch of competitors, but we'll get onto that part in a second. But when it comes to TikTok and Instagram, it's pretty much just as simple as being able to click it. So as you can see, you click the video and then you summarize it. Currently, my developers are working on the back end stuff, so we'll press summarize, but I don't know if it will come up. Let's see. Okay, so no, error response not okay. So anytime they're working on something, yes, a lot of the times this stuff stops working. But of course at launch, it's going to be perfecto. Now let's continue. So we've done this. So once again, it's the exact same process. You can summarize the videos. This is super powerful because let's say you're looking at a competitor's video and you're like, wow, this one's done really, really well, but it's like a 45-minute video. You're not going to want to look through it. So literally by being able to click on a video and then being able to summarize it like that, you're going to be able to know exactly what the video is about and why it's done so well, okay? And then what we have here is the knowledge base. So this is where you can add extra information you potentially want to help with the scripting. This is going to be really powerful, especially if you're making like a value-based video. You're breaking down some sort of strategy. because you can ensure that when the AI is scripting it for you, it's saying every single thing you want it to, and you simply just add it like a PDF, or you can just type in a bunch of copy, whatever you prefer. And then simply all you do after that is obviously just press save to knowledge base. So super, super simple. Awesome. So now let's go on to ideas. So this is where you can create video ideas for. And there's so many ways you can do this. One, you could have done it from a competitive video. Once you've summarized it, you can be like, okay, so he mentions this in the video. Write me 5 ideas about it. Or you can just type it in yourself. Once again, I don't know if this is going to work because my developers are currently working on it, but we will see. Write me 5 videos about SMMA. Okay, so error, response not okay. Of course, at launch, that's going to be fixed. But it basically just gives you as many ideas as you want, and it gives it in like a really beautiful format. So it tells you why the video would perform well, things you can speak about within it, and then it actually gives you a prompt, which you can then paste it into our AI script writer. So simply all you're going to need to do for that is command / and then it's going to come up here. So you could paste that prompt in. But hold on. It gets even cooler, okay? So now let's go back to research and say we like this video. ISO 5 to 5 deadliest places on Earth. Once again, we can do command / and as you can see here, we can click this. Basically, what it's going to do is it's going to take the transcript and it's going to understand the script and structure of it. Like, is there a hook, interest peak, whatever it is, and it will script your content in that way. And the amazing thing about it is you already have proof of concept that the script and structure of that videos perform well. I mean, look at this, almost 100 million views. So that's how you know it's performed extremely well. From scratch is pretty much just this. We've just given you like another way in case, you feel more comfortable generating scripts this way compared to doing that. It's whatever you prefer. And this could actually be better if you want to write like a super long prompt out. Awesome. So now let's go on to select brand voice. So you can add all your brand voices in, unlike a lot of our competitors who are really stingy. A lot of the times they only let you add like 2-3 brand voices, then they make you pay for it. You can add as many. Simply to do that, you're just going to press create brand voice and then you can type it in. So super, super simple. But yeah, as you can see, this is generally the most intuitive and best script writer in the whole entire game for you to be able to create content with. I'm super proud of it and super happy. So now let's go on to the next feature. And we're going to do competitor analysis. Okay, so we're now on competitor analysis. And once again, it's super simple to use. Firstly, we're just going to search the competitor. Who do I watch on YouTube? Yeah, I've been watching this travel guy, actually. He's really good. His name's Kurt Kaz. Here we go. Not this guy. Kurt Kaz. Why is he not coming up? I literally just saw him. Here we go. Oh, it's because it's with a C. And now, once again, we just save him as a competitor. Awesome. And then he's going to come up. Obviously, I'll get onto this part in a second. I probably haven't given the best comparison with how big these guys are. But simply, we can then see all the videos here, okay? And then we have like these filters for this week, etc. And then we can click onto them. So let's actually go into this month because it's still pretty early in this month. And now let's go into the one we were on about earlier. So here we're going to have a full breakdown of it. So once we are, looking at these videos, we can be like, okay, they're performing really, really well. And you know how we just added Kurt Kaz here? If we went back onto the script writer, his videos would also come up because it's connected. But of course, you don't need to connect it. You can also copy and paste in a URL. We've just done it especially for ease because a lot of the times when it comes to the competitor analysis, you're probably just going to define who your competitors are maybe once a month and then just keep it on it and maybe just spy on them each day, but you're not going to need to keep swapping and changing. So we've done that really for ease. But yeah, as you can see, you can click on each one and really gain a full understanding. And this is where it gets really cool, okay? As you can see, I haven't given the best example, so that's actually remove Kurt Kaz. But this is where you can really just compare your analytics to your competitors. And then you can kind of reverse engineer. So if we kind of look daily, there was a massive spike here, 160 million views. you could then reverse engineer and be like, did he film any videos on this day? If so, why has it got such a large, such a more bigger spike than usual? So, you can really reverse engineer and understand why these things are happening. So it's really, really great. And you can add as many competitors as you want. And we have some really amazing customization options for you to use. And what we've also added is, because obviously you need to connect your YouTube account to this, we've added channel analytics. So this is basically compared to, once again, even people whose literal softwares are content performance, this actually includes more. So let me kind of break this down for you now by clicking on it. Okay, so as you can see, we're now on it, and it's, we haven't made it like super, we need to fix the UI in short. But yeah, super simple. So it basically just gives you an overview of everything, and then you have all these options. There's not really too much that we need to look in here, but it's, still a great way for you to be able to better understand your YouTube audience in a way that's really nice to look at. You can also look at countries, etc. And yeah, just once again, no other people whose literal softwares have this much detail. Awesome. So let's kind of just go back onto here now, and now I'm going to run you through the editor. As you can see, we haven't even made like the front facing UI for the editor yet. It's still not the best to look at. So I'm going to upload a video and then I'll walk you through how it works. Okay, so the video is uploaded. On average, it takes maybe 30 to 45 seconds to render. Wow, our one was pretty quick. So as you can see straight away, you're faced with this really nice panel. We still need to sort out all these font styles. So this isn't how it's going to look at the end. These kind of just placeholders for testing. But yeah, as you can see, you have complete control basically over how you want your fonts to do. But of course, if you would like, you can still completely customize them yourself to however you would like to make them really as beautiful as possible. You can then move it up and down. So once again, super simple. When it comes to any of this on like Premiere Pro or CapCut, this alone is going to take you maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Ours automatically sync and they're amazing. So let's continue. Now you can cut up the video. So pretty much instead of having to use a timeline, which is going to take experience, you're going to need to actually know how to edit. Not here. Simply all you need to do is just highlight the parts you don't want. So let's say I want to remove, my name is Joseph, delete 3 words. As you can see, deletes. And it deletes. We're still syncing this up, so it's not perfect yet, hence why we haven't launched, because we still need to fix things. But let me show you. So hold on, you see it's still like a syncing issue, but if we kind of just move it here, so it still syncs up well, we just need to make it a bit more smoother. But yeah, this is super quick, and obviously for better like adaptation yourself, you also have the ability to like move it back and forth, so you can really perfect it and get it exactly how you want it, which is of course really, really perfect, and I'm really happy with it. And yeah, it's just going to allow you to cut up your videos as quickly as possible. So if you're like or just whatever you don't want to include, you can remove it really quick. Now let's go into effects, and this is where it gets really, really cool. Okay, so let's actually restore this. You see, look how easy it is to restore. Hold on, maybe this might need to be, okay, cool. Super, super simple, you see. Now let's go into effects, and for Hello My, I want to add some B-roll. What do? I simply just do this, and it adds straight away. Think how long it takes on a normal timeline, but you may not be impressed with this, and okay, fair enough. So let me show you some even cooler things. I actually want to make this part split screen. Bang. Think how long that would take normally. But I'll actually want to move this over. Cool. Let's get that sorted. Just like that. But I actually want to be on the top here. Okay. And I actually want to move myself down. So let's get that sorted. Okay. I quite like this. And, I actually want me to be a bit bigger here. Cool. And now I want to have this captions in the middle. Nice. Looks pretty good. And yeah, look how simple. But now I actually want the B-roll to span over here. Cool. So look at that. Now the B-roll's here. You just keep dragging it down for however long you want it. But actually, I want the B-roll to end at name. I don't want it to end on name is. Okay. Simply just remove is. And now, okay, so as you can see, still a bit of things which need to be fixed as that sequencing, but you get the purpose. that's what's going to happen at launch. And then we have so many other templates for you to use, picture in picture. As you can see, there's kind of like a glitch here. I'm not too sure why that's coming up. But yeah, we're definitely getting there on making it look really, really cool. And I'm super, super proud of it. So yeah, we're super, super close. We have even more templates for you to pick from, such as like cinematic as okay, let's actually just move over to here. Cinematic, so once again you have like total control over all these things. But this is why I love filming these videos, because you're able to see firsthand like how not everything's perfect when you're building it. I want to show you through the whole entire process of us getting this right, making it perfect, making it the best editor, the easiest to use editor, the best all-in-one AI content tool. And this is exactly what we're using. But I hope you're kind of just getting a glimpse from this editor. Like, you see there's a lot of work which still needs to be done, but how easy it is to use and how you're just going to be able to pump out so much content so quickly. And yeah, I'm really, really proud of it. So I think I'm probably going to end this video here. We've ran through everything. I haven't shown you yet everything of the editor. You've seen the main basis. You've seen how cool it is when it comes to cutting up content. And yeah, really just how great everything is. And like how crazy, we've literally been able to build 3 tools, AI Scriptwriter, content, the content spy. My mind went blank for a sec. What did I even say? Let's restart. Content editor, competitor analysis, and scriptwriter in literally 6 months. So 3 tools, combine them all together. And yeah, we've made incredible progress. And I'm just really proud of everything we've done. So thank you for following this journey. We're going to keep doing it. And I promise you, we're going to build this to the world's largest AI content tool. I see the vision. We're going to beat all our competitors. We have the best product on the market, best affiliate offer for people to promote it, best team in the world, best vision. And yeah, we're scaling it to the moon with God. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much.